Welcome to the program. I'm going to start the party project that we did the storyboard for. First frame is the outside shot, people going into the house. So I'm going to start a new world in Alice. I chose Dirt World, and maybe the first thing I'll do is make it dark outside. So if I go into the object tree and I select light, right, I can maybe do color black. See what that does. Not quite the effect I wanted. So let's go back to color white and let's do atmosphere color black and see how that works. Okay, much better. So now that we have it at night, uh, let's add a house uh, to the world. And so I'm going to add this farmhouse as my house. You can add whatever house you like. Alright, and it's off center, which, could be a interesting way of showing the world. So I'm going to leave it off center. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a house. And if I don't like the ground texture, I could change that too, just by touching the ground and making the skin texture none. So that makes it white. Maybe I want black. So now I have a black ground. Okay, so what have we done so far? We just added a house and uh, nothing else, right? Change the ground maybe. So what I want to do now is just set up two dummy cameras. The dummy cameras are uh, for us to go back and forth from the different views. So under more controls here where the cursor is, you click on that and you've got dummy cameras. So drop dummy at camera will make a recording of where the camera's location is now. So if I call this outside, right? I think we're able to do this entire project with just an outside and an inside view. So now that I've recorded this area, I can right click on camera and do access methods and then say move. And I'm going to move right an arbitrary distance, let's say 60 meters. It'll work at any distance, right? So now that I've done that, I want to make another set, so to speak, for the inside of the house. So if I keyword search the gallery for room, I can add a room. So I slowly drag in the room from below, and there's my room. And as you see inside, it's bright, and can't even tell it's nighttime at all. And so now I'm going to drop dummy at camera again for this new position inside the room. Notice in the object tree under the dummy objects folder it says dummy. I'm going to right click on that and rename that to inside. Right? So when it's time to write our methods for the storyboard that we're going to animate, we can go back and forth between the inside and the outside view by telling the camera to go there. So now that I've done that, let's go back to the original view, which is done by right-clicking on camera, accessing methods, and saying camera set point of view to dummy objects outside. Okay? Now that I'm there, I can focus on what's going to happen first in our world. We look at the first panel and we see that we need to have people arrive and go inside the house. Okay? So I'm going to browse gallery and let's just add two people for now. So if I search the galleries, let's go to high school, I suppose, and I'll find people inside a high school. So I've got, let's add the athlete and let's see, the cheerleader. right? The athlete and the cheerleader. And once I've dragged them, slowly dragged them into the world, I'm going to spin them around so that they're oriented facing the right side of the camera. Once I've done that, I can right-click on them and move them off camera. So if I move them backwards 5 meters, they'll be off camera for the first part of our storyboard. So move backwards 5 meters. Okay? And so now I'm ready to do my panel 1. Okay? And so for panel 1, I'll select world in the object tree, and I'll create a new method, right? And I'll say panel 1. Okay? Panel 1 is in front of the house, so we just have to do athlete move forward 5 meters, and then cheerleader move forward 5 meters. Okay, that will, let's hit play to see how it looks now. If I hit play now, nothing happens, obviously, and Alice knows that and says, nothing's going to happen because you didn't call the method that you're working on. We're working on world.panel1. So to check how that looks, I'm going to change the events window to panel 1. So now if I hit play, I see the athlete move in and the cheerleader move in, okay? So we're almost done with this panel 1 method. So all we have to do is have them each turn to face the house and then go towards the house, right? So let's see if we can do this without doing a something to move to. So if I say, let's see, cheerleader turn to face the house, turn to face, the argument will be the house, and same thing for the athlete, turn to face the house, and then maybe we could just hack this and copy these 2 lines of code for the move forwards, right? So now, if we check it, it might not actually go fully into the house. What happened here? I wasn't careful with how I did this. That's what happened. So one of these should be cheerleader, right? And then now it might work. If I run it, they move forward, they turn to face the house, and then they go towards the house. So I think if we just double the argument, right, maybe 10. If I really wanted to be certain, maybe 15 meters instead of 5. That we could use functions for this, but that's at a later time in the course. So they come in, they turn to face the house, and then they move in, right? So we're done with panel 1, and thank you for watching.